68 degrees, 69 degrees.
We'll work something out. We'll take care of it.
All right.
I've got some great news from our state Senate and legislature. The DFL is proposing we spend $100 million on reparations. We learned, of course...
To the Native Americans?
Well, we learned, of course, that we have a very bleak fiscal outlook with the deficit rising to, over $5 billion, $6 billion if you account for inflation. But we have Sandy Pappas, May Quaid, Fa, I don't know who Fa is, and Fateh, bill for an act relating to state government establishing the Minnesota Migration Act, the Minnesota Migration Act account, requiring a report appropriating money to study and provide reparation grants for American descendants of chattel slavery who reside in the state. They want $100 million next year to be taken from the general fund for this purpose. I would say this is lunacy because, of course, it is. But in this state, it's not. This is business as usual. And I'm sure it will be met with some kind, warm thoughts from the people of Minnesota who think, why not? Why not? And then also, and I'm sure this will be also enjoyed by the people of Minnesota, that the Democrats in the House are proposing that 16-year-olds be allowed to vote.
Why not?
Well, and again, this will be warmly embraced by the type of people who gave Gottfried 70% of the vote. Why not? I mean, why not?
But make sure if some of those 16-year-olds commit a very offensive crime, they're still not tried as an adult until they're 18.
Never mind that you've got a county attorney in Minneapolis who believes that no one's mind is capable of the consequences of criminal behavior until they're about 21 or 22.
I thought it was 25.
25 maybe, Mary Morreality. But we've got a bill here sponsored by Representative Samantha Sencer-Mura, DFL-Minneapolis, House File 203. Has been referred to the Elections, Finance, and Government Operations Committee. And the bill has one co-author, Representative Emma Greenman, DFL-Minneapolis. And if passed, it would become a ballot question. And the question would read, shall the Minnesota Constitution be amended to allow political subdivisions to lower the age to 16 years of age for local elections? And I would vote no, but I'm an outlier in this state.
Well, you hate kids. That's how it'd be framed.
I don't care for them. And there you have it. Now, these are great tidbits. I just want people to realize what great shape the state's in and how they continue to govern us so well. We want $100 million for reparations. We want 16-year-olds to vote. And everything's running smoothly.
Why did they decide 16?
The deficit? The new deficit's only maybe approaching $6-7 billion by the time the bill is due. I don't think that's that much. Think of what you could have done. Well, I was going to say, think of what you could have done if you didn't blow the surplus of $18 billion. $100 million of $18 billion's pocket change. You could have had your reparations, but that would establish a bad precedent because you would have to keep creating it. So, but 16-year-olds, they can't. They can drive, I think, right? You can get a license still when you're 16, yeah. But that's about it.
But a lot of kids, they're choosing not to get their driver's license. I've been reading.
Oh boy, I know. I just the youngsters, and this must be a great feeling for the people tearing up the 8 miles of rainforest to save the earth. They must be heartened to realize kids don't have much of an interest in even driving.
No. I didn't know if you were going to get to this, but you did see the bill that was introduced yesterday that several
is it another good news
GL'ers wanted you to be aware of.
Yeah.
Well, we're worried about what the state's songs are going to be.
Oh. Oh, that's between Dylan and Prince.
and the Hail Minnesota song, which is what the University of Minnesota fights on.
What song by Dylan is proposed?
Girl from the North Country.
And what song by Prince is
well,
proposed?
come on, Purple Rain.
Purple Rain. I'll bet you $100 that they'll go with the Prince song.
We're getting.
I'd go with Dylan just because the length of his career, his impact, his poetry, his writing is fills far more volumes of shelves than Prince. But I think I'd be fighting a losing battle to root for Dylan.
There's a lot of unreleased Prince stuff though sitting on shelves.
I'm just glad our elected officials are really getting to the bottom of the work that needs to be done for the.
What did Michelle, our meteorologist gal, how did she vote, or how is she going to vote?
Who?
The gal from Woodbury.
Yeah, the gal from Woodbury, the break into I can't remember her last name.
Nicole, not Michelle.
Oh, Nicole.
It's Nicole Mitchell.
Nicole Mitchell.
And so when you bring up
Is she chiming
Michelle, we were puzzled.
I would be puzzled too. I think I still am. Yeah.
He confused himself.
Is she a Dylan or a Prince gal?
I don't know, man.
Okay.